Hey guys, Ryan Harris here. This video, as you can see by the title, is for the Jconcepts round number 2 of the Spring Supercup series. It was over in Tampa, Florida at my personal favorite track, Lake Park. The track crew did a phenomenal job giving us a top-tier racing surface despite the challenges that we faced on the main event day. It was a great result for myself, and I've put together a few clips to show you just how that weekend came together for us. So we made it to the track. Day 1, which was Friday, is going to be just a practice day. The following day, you'll have the qualifiers and the mains. But before we get to that, we're going to put in some time on the track. It's important that you figure out the racing line, figure out how to hit certain jumps, and a few other things as far as the track is concerned. Then we look at the cars and we see if we like how they're going through the corners, if we like how they're jumping, or if there's anything else that we need to change, gearing, motors, and that sort of thing. Hopefully we can figure all that out on Friday so that on Saturday we can just focus on racing and we don't have to worry about setup. So that's the end of day 1. We got all the practice laps in as much as we could. We dialed in the setup as much as we could, and we're as ready as we can be for qualifying to start in the morning. Nerves start setting in, which was a huge factor for me in race number 1. And I don't think that I did enough to prepare myself for the following day. So I just wanted to take the rest of the evening to just relax, get as comfortable as I can so that I was ready for tomorrow.
amazing turnout, man. What a blessing it is to be back here at Lake Park after being closed for almost 2 years since COVID. Certainly thank them for that and all their hard work and sacrifice, everybody here at Hurricane.
So after a quick driver's meeting, it was time to get ready for round number 1 of qualifying. The one thing on everybody's mind is going to be the condition of the track. Some people refer to it as a loose track or a green track because there's not much of a groove on the track. What that means is there's not a lot of traction, so it's going to be quite difficult to put down fast lap times and put down a TQ pace that will hold up for the end of the day.
Left to go here in this group. 10 of y'all want to stand at a time, so give on the garbage in. Come on in. Call your name.
So after round number 1 of qualifying is done, everybody is starting to breathe a little bit easier. That was going to be the toughest round of qualifying, like I said, because of the condition of the track. Very little traction meant for some very slow qualifying results. I was actually the very first heat of the 2-wheel independent stock class to go out on the track, so I put down some of the slowest lap times of that class group for the entire day. I still somehow managed to place 5th out of about 60 plus drivers, which put me in the A main resort for round number 2.
Loop is live, loop is live. 40 seconds left to go on the race clock. Ryan Harris coming across the line with a 10-lap 5:09. 20 seconds left to go. Harris looking to take TQ here in round number 2. Our Faro coming on strong now, only 1.8 seconds back with 10 seconds left to go on the race clock. Alfaro finishes up in this number 2 spot. He still will secure TQ overall with a 1 and a 2, or 0 and a 2.
Danny White done.
Clay Bridget done. Stay here, the computer call your name.
Joshua and Alfro done. German Diaz done.
Looking for Harris here. He's got to finish strong. Here he comes back to the line.
Ryan Harris done.
And Ryan Harris will secure TQ.
So round number 2 of qualifying is done. That run put me at the fastest single qualifying run for the 2-wheel drive independent buggy class of the day, which felt awesome. Gave me a lot of confidence going into the main that I have a good shot at winning this class. The qualifying position is going to be based on a point system from the 2 rounds. Round number 1, I had that 5th overall. Round number 2, I had a 1st place finish overall, which is good enough to put me at 2nd for the qualifying starting position in the main event later this evening. For this 4-wheel drive short course class, I did pretty good. I'm sitting at a 3rd place qualifying finish overall for that event, feeling pretty confident about that one as well. Now, the challenge is we faced a couple technical difficulties in the middle of the day, which pushed us further into the evening for the start times to our main events. This is problematic for me especially. The way I set my car up, it was supposed to start the main event while the sun was still out, which would give the track a little bit more grip. Now that the sun is going to go away and we're racing into the evening, I'm going to have to deal with a low grip situation. Not really sure what to do. I did a few tweaks to it to get ready for the main event to deal with the low traction, but I wasn't really sure it was going to pay off just yet.
Good times, there's gonna be good times, there's gonna be good times, there's gonna be good times,
Okay, it's time. Main event. All the practice, all the qualifying, all the setup, trial and error, coming down to this next moment. I've kept the main in its entirety because it was a pretty close race. The commentator did a great job at keeping us informed as to what was going out through the whole race. But if you don't want to watch it in its entirety, I understand. Thank you for making it this far into the video. But if you do want to watch it, it is a pretty good race and it's got a pretty exciting finish. So I hope you stick around and I hope you enjoy.
Ready? Everybody's going on the tone here in less than 5. Josh Alfaro going to lead them off here easy now, guys. Easy track's real slick. Take your time here at the start. It's 5-minute main. Josh Alfaro leading them off. Ryan Harris right behind him in that number 2 spot. In the 3 is Jake Sugarman. Oh, got a pile up here in the back of the pack. Derek Jacobs trying to get them straightened out. Oh, they're still all tied up in the back. Got one upside down. I believe that might have been Cameron. Don't worry, guys. It's still early. Joshua Alfaro out in front. Looks like we got a pass now for that number 2 spot. There goes Alfaro down the front straightaway. It looks like Ryan Harris is going to try to battle back. He's going to move back up into that number 2. Tommy Allen running into 3. Sugarman in the 4. Josh Alfaro going to try to open a little bit of gap here now on Harris as they come in through the switchbacks. Harris running in that number 2 spot. Oh, man, he cases the jump there at the double. Going to give up just a little bit of time here to Alfaro as he goes up to the top of the hill. Alfaro single. Here he comes onto the front straightaway. Grabs him a handful of trigger. Across the start-finish line he goes. Got them setups right. Ryan Harris in that number 2 spot. Tommy Allen running in the 3. Clayton Jett in the 4. Jake Sugarman in the 5. Andy McNeil running in the 6. James Large in the 7. Danny White in the 8. Cameron Morales in 9. Jimmy Arnson in that number 10. Tracy Proctor in the 11. And Dustin running in the 12. Josh Alfaro out in front, working the top right-hand side of the track. Here he comes in the step-up 180. Alfaro single onto the front straightaway now. Here he comes across the start-finish line. Joshua Alfaro out in front. Ryan Harris in that number 2. Alfaro across the table talk. Here he comes back through the switchback. Ryan Harris fixing to have his hands full here as Tommy Allen's closing in on his back bumper. He's only 1 second back last time by the line. Alfaro continuing to stretch out that lead. Battle for that number 2 spot coming to the line. There's Ryan Harris coming across the line with Tommy Allen running in at number 3 spot. Harris coming in through the switchback as Joshua Alfaro continuing to pull away. Tommy Allen in that green buggy at the double around the 180 now in the back section of the track. Double single there for Ryan Harris. He's running that white car. It's got a white and green a little bit on it. They were coming around some lap traffic here. Here they are now at the 180 at the front straightaway. Ryan Harris grabs him a handful of trigger. Tommy Allen right there with him. Here they come across the start-finish line. Battle for that number 2 spot. 2:15 left to go. Jake Sugarman running in the 4. Battle here on your TV screen. Ryan Harris holding on to that number 2 spot. Tommy Allen trying to run him down. Back section of the track. Double single for Harris. Double single as well for Tommy Allen. Going up to the top of the hill through the step down. Ryan Harris right now around the 180. Single as he comes onto the front straightaway. Here comes Tommy Allen giving up some time now. But Jake Sugarman starting to close in on his back bumper. Battle now for that number 3 in final podium position. Sugarman looking to the inside. He's side by side now with Tommy Allen. They pass, and it's going to be Allen going to take the position right back away. Here comes Sugarman starting to power back. Sugarman now moves up into that number 3 in final podium position. Tommy Allen now down to the 4. Going up to the top of the hill. Battle for the 3 spot. Top right-hand section of the track. Here they come back down the hill. Tommy Allen looking for a way back around Sugarman now. Around the 180 onto the front straightaway. It's a drag race. Right there in his tracks. Tommy Allen right behind Jake Sugarman. A little bit more motor there for Sugarman as Tommy Allen gives up some time. Sugarman trying to close in on the back of Ryan Harris. Joshua Alfaro now with a 4-second lead up on the field. Number 3 spot here on your TV screen going up to the top of the hill on the right-hand side of the track. Alfaro long lap here for Alfaro. He's still going to hold on that race lead. We're going to give him a little bit of time here to Ryan Harris. Alfaro trying to work his way around some lap traffic. Alfaro running the, looks like a orange and a blue paint job, working the double. Got a couple of lap cars. Now he works towards that triple. Double singles it up to the top of the hill. Third car in line. Working the right-hand side of the track. Double, step up corner. Single, single. Here he comes around the 180 onto the front straightaway. Second car coming across start-finish line. Got James Larger just in front of him. James going to snag the pipe. Joshua going to go around the outside at the tabletop now. Oh, James going to drive into the side of our race leader, but he's going to be able to keep it going in the right direction. Ryan Harris now 1.6 seconds back. Race clock has expired. Harris trying to mount a charge right here at the end. Alfaro going up to the top of the hill now through the step down. Here they come back to the double. Ryan Harris right there with him. Single, single around the 180. Here they come down the front straightaway. Oh, Alfaro gets all squirrely. It'll be Ryan Harris on the front straightaway. Will take the race win. Alfaro going to finish up in that number 2 spot. Tommy Allen going to come home in the 3 and final podium position. Jake Sugarman in the 4. Clayton Jett in the 5, Andy McNeil in the 6, Jimmy Arnson in the 7, Dustin running in the 8, James Large in the 9. You got Tracy Proctor in the 10, Cameron Reynolds in the 11, and Danny White in the 12. That is a race. Everybody is done.
And there you have it, a drag race to the finish. I couldn't imagine a more dramatic finish than that. The entire race not having the lead one time except for that last couple of seconds. The tension was super high the entire time. My heart was racing. My eyes were watering because I wasn't blinking. It was a crazy race, and I'm so glad that I can say I walked away with the win. I'm bummed for Josh that he had to lose it on the last corner like that, but I'm glad that we raced clean, and it was a good finish overall for myself. The truck, I did pretty well. I qualified, like I said, 3rd in that race, and then I finished 2nd overall in that one. I don't have a video clip for that one. It was pretty late and really cold, so everybody was just looking to get out of there as fast as they could. So this is going to be it. That's it for the weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because I will be making a video for race number 3 and race number 4 as well. So hopefully you can look forward to seeing those in the future, and I will see you guys then.